Hello and welcome back to my channel. It has been a very long time since I have filmed a beauty related video, but I'm trying to get back in the saddle, so bear with me on this first one. So the first thing I want to share with you is my winter skincare, and these are all the products that have really been helping me during this months where it is dry, but we still need to exfoliate and do all those things. First off, the first thing that I want to share with you is what I have been using to cleanse my skin, and I've been using two cleansers. First product I like to use in the morning is this one here from Versed. It's called Wash It Out Gel Cleanser. This has rose water and seaweed extract, and it is vegan, cruelty-free, fragrance-free, dye-free, no parabens, silicone, sulfates, trichlorocarbon, petroleum, or mineral oils. It's good for all skin tones, and it just is like a really clean cleanser. I've been using this one for a few months now and I still have a lot. I just use it in the morning or in the shower after I've removed my makeup. This is not really good for makeup removal, I would say. So if you have to remove your makeup, this is not the product for that. The product that I have for makeup removal, believe it or not, is this one here by Pond's. It is the Cold Cream Cleanser. So while your makeup is still on your skin, you just put a little dollop of this on your hands and you just work it into the skin. You just kind of, I don't know, it's just melting the makeup off, and you don't really wash your face after that. It can make a little bit of a paste or a little, yeah, it kind of feels weird. Don't use water after that. You just take a towel or towelette and you just wipe it off. I try not to use disposable products, so I've really been liking the makeup eraser. It is dirty right now, so I would show you it, but I have been using it. Those are the two cleansers that I use. I got this product from a CosBox subscription that I had. It's the PMD. It's like a face wash as well. I use it with this one and it does work really well. I mean, this doesn't really like foam or lather up. It is like a water-based cleanser, so you don't really get that, like, you know, good foamy feel when you use this one with that, but it is something that I use to get up under there and like really get those pores cleansed. So moving on, another product that you really have to use to cleanse your pores is an exfoliator, and I really like to use, I got this one, I don't even know how or where, but it's really cool. I use a lot of hyaluronic acid products. Hyaluronic acid is really going to build moisture and keep moisture in the skin. I don't know if it builds, but it does keep it in there. So I got this here. It is from Volim. It says it's a love scrub, and it's a 3-in-1 hyaluronic acid, red tea, and seaweed microderm exfoliator. What's really cool about it is that it kind of looks a little bit like snow. So we've gotten a lot of snow here in Texas recently. So now, now I'm like, I know exactly what it looks like, but it's just a little like grainy, like sort of like beach salt or something like that, and you mix it with water, and there it is on the lid. You can see it there. You just mix it in with the water, and it makes these little tiny little grains that you just exfoliate the skin with that. In the winter, your skin gets like if your skin gets like dry, patchy, this is good to use because it has that hyaluronic acid in there. It's not going to like strip your skin of all the moisture. It's still going to keep moisture in the skin. So I really like using that. Another product that I really love using, this is by is a lip exfoliator because your lips also get dry, from MYX Blend Bar. MYX is a company here in Dallas. I believe they're Texas based, but you can make your own lipstick. I made my own lipstick and they gave me this. I'm not sure if it's for free or what, but I like using this with it as well, so it just depends. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one to the test for you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that with all of these products, but I'll do it with this first one. The first thing you want to do is make sure that your face is washed. Mine is. And you want to take a small amount. Put it in wet. It does mix in pretty well. And you just apply it to the skin. It has tiny, tiny, tiny little, like, almost salt-like properties that you use to exfoliate the skin. And you just want to go in the dead skin areas. Mine is my forehead a lot, chin, and my nose. Again, take caution if you have dry skin. You don't really want to use an exfoliator if you have dry skin. You can also just go over your lips with this if you don't have a lip exfoliator. Or you could use honey and brown sugar. While I'm at it, I'm going to use my lip exfoliator. I just take a little bit amount. And my face feels good. It does feel like new, fresh skin, but it doesn't feel like stripped skin. Incidentally, if you do any kind of face shaving, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but it is a practice that I've done quite a few times. So you just take a little razor like this one razor, not a men's razor, but one of these that you groom your brows with, and you just take it to the face. Yeah, that's what I do. I know it's crazy. When you do this type of step, you want to do it on a skin that has been exfoliated, so that you're not only, so that it helps in the exfoliation. I just rake this over the skin. Okay, that also exfoliates the skin. So now my skin feels even softer. I went ahead and touched up the brows. That's really all I do in terms of brow maintenance. I feel like I have a good set of brows already, so I really don't mess with it too much. The next thing I want to talk about after exfoliating is wearing a mask, putting a mask on. Now, I have I have two options for you, and both options, one is just for like a deep detox, and one is just like that weekly, you just want to throw a mask on type of mask. So the weekly one that I use is this one here from Sephora. It is just it was on sale. It was $4. It's called the acai smoothie mask. I just like throwing this on my spa Sunday nights when I don't really want to break out the whole spa Sunday routine. The other thing that I forgot to mention in skin cleansing is I use this micellar water by Garnier. This is also removes stubborn eye makeup, so I never ever want to like tug or strip or like pull anything off my skin. And this is something that I really use for the eye area. I'm gonna put a mask on real quick. This one is from Perricone MD. It's the chlorophyll detox mask. So you just leave this on for 5 to 10 minutes. It's got like some sort of little beads that burst as I'm applying. So it once they burst, that's a good thing, I guess. I don't really know. As you can see, this side is darker. So I'm gonna do this on for 5 to 10 minutes and I'll be back. While I have that on, I'm just gonna throw this on as well. It's the eyelash and eyebrow conditioner. I'm gonna put this on while this is in, so that when I wash my face, it also removes as well. But I just wanted to show you this product that I've been using. I don't know if it does anything. It's from Lash MD. I don't know if it does anything like as in like grow my lashes, but I put it on every night just in case. I have to say my face feels so good right now. Next, I'm going to be moving on to skincare. So I want to use this little set that went with that Pericone one. It's Pericone MD High Potency Amine Facelift. I literally just need 2 pumps of this. It's very, very thin. And I just put it on the skin. You can put this on day and night. I also like to use this little e.l.f. Face roller. I don't know if it does any good. My sister bought it for me and I use it. Cold Plasma Sub D. This one is for like the neck. I'm almost done with it. Moving on to the eye cream, I use 2 different ones. I'm going to use this Pericone MD one. It's sample size, but I've been using it. It's an eyelid lift serum. Put it right on the corners. Keeping in with the eyes, I use this Rock Retinol Complexion eye cream in the evening time around the eyes. When there's retinol, you want to use it in the evening, so don't put retinol on during the day. What you want to use during the day is one with SPF, so I'm using this one by Supergoop. It's eye cream with oat peptides, and it has SPF broad spectrum SPF 37. So same thing, just putting that around. Now I'm going to put on my face moisturizer. I'm going to use this one by Nature. It's called By Nature Coconut Oil and Hyaluronic Acid Day Cream. When it says hyaluronic acid, I'm all for it. Last thing I'm going to put on is some sunscreen. This is from Supergoop. It's the broad spectrum water resistant SPF 50. It's everyday sunscreen with sunflower extract. Also, don't forget the neck and décolleté. And then what's left over, I just put it on the hands, because if you drive to work or drive anywhere, your hands are exposed, so you might want to put some sunscreen on those as well. The lips. So at nighttime, I use this Bite Agave Lip Mask. I use this at nighttime, not during the day. During the day, I use this, it's not a lip balm, it's, I don't know, it's like a lip conditioner. It's actually from CoverGirl. It came with one of those like matte lipstick, and then this other side would conditioner in the day. So there you have your clear complexion, skin, and skincare. I try to do my nighttime routine, my daytime routine, as well as my spa Sunday routine. Let's go ahead and move on to your face. Okay, on to the flawless face. Once your face is properly moisturized and conditioned and all that good stuff, makeup just sits on it beautifully. So the first thing I want to put on is my primer. Sometimes I skip this, but I am going to do a little date night tonight, so I want to kind of go a little bit more there. So I'm going to use this one by Lancome. It's the Vision Air. It's called 1 Minute Blur. I really like it because it gets rid of, I'm almost done with it. It gets rid of the like very large pores that I have. If you have dry skin, you want to look for a primer that's going to help with the texture of dry skin. If you have oily skin, you want to look for a primer that is going to help with the texture of oily skin. Usually oily skin comes with large pores, comes with blemishes. Dry skin usually comes with flaky skin, comes with dry patches. So those are the things that you want to look for in a primer. You're really looking for texture. You're really trying to correct texture. If you don't have any texture, skip the primer. You do not have to wear primer just because it's a part of the steps. And if you don't have any tone issues like mine, where you see like a little bit of sallowness going on, where you see redness, where you see just different in skin tone, this is the foundation that I've been using all winter long. It's the It Cosmetics CC cream, Your Skin But Better. It is anti-aging, hydrating. So again, I'm looking for hydrating products in the winter, and this also has SPF. I'm gonna take one, not a full pump, but maybe a half a pump. I like to use a flat foundation brush like this one. I do need to wash my brushes. This is the Delium Tools 957. My foundation and primer always change with the seasons. Right now in the winter, I do want to look for hydrating things, but in the summer, spring and fall, I don't need to hydrate. I have oily skin. Okay, now that we have primed, put on our foundation, it's time for a little bit of eye primer. The one I've been using for years is this one by Too Faced. It's called Shadow Insurance. It really is just the best one, and I like Too Faced, so I shall continue to use it. So I'm using my ring fingers to just pat this all over my lids and under as well. I put this on before concealer so that it keeps the concealer on all day as well. Starts to get tacky, you know it's working. So that's my eyeshadow primer. Next, I'm gonna put on my concealer. I'm using this one by Tarte. It is the Shape Tape. Again, it's a fave. I haven't changed it out since I found it many moons ago. All right, so I'm gonna put that on using the Morphe M334 brush. And I just go down the center of my face here because my face is very round, so I want to elongate as much as I can. So the powder that I'm using is actually this Hourglass one, and it is the Diffused Light. Looks like that. I use a little brush that's dense, and I just pick it up and literally just put it right there where I put that concealer. This not only sets that concealer, but it also just kind of like erases any fine lines. So that's it for the flawless face. This is the same routine that I have been using all winter long. I have been using those same products. Sometimes I'll skip the primer. If I'm just going to work, for instance, I'll skip the primer. But if I do want to glam it up a little bit more, I'll add all those extra steps like the primer, the eyeshadow primer, but usually it's just the foundation, concealer, and that Hourglass powder. So now I'm going to show you a little bit of a preen and primp for my date night tonight. Okay, so I've been using the same products all season long as well. I always use two different eyeshadow palettes. The first one I like to use is this one from Too Faced. It's called White Peach, and it has the prettiest colors. I really like these matte colors here. This is the CoverGirl Ascension palette. These top ones here, and also these mattes are really pretty too. So I'm going to use the Ascension palette. You can find this at Walmart. I like using the color Committed. It's this one here. It's sort of a mauve taupey color. Just taking a big fluffy blending brush like this one and working it into the crease. So I just slap that in the crease. I like using this dome brush, taking it into that same palette, and I'm going to take this one under the lash line here, and the lower lash line, I should say. I forgot my eyebrows aren't done. As I mentioned before, I don't really do much to it. This is what I have been doing to it lately. I use this Hard Candy Brows Now. It says it's a gel pomade brow pencil. It looks like that on one side. The other side has this brush. So I literally just follow the same shape of my brow that it already has naturally. Then I'm going to take this other brush side and just brush it out. That's all I do. I don't really do very much with the brows, as I said, because I feel like I have a good brow already. No need to mess with what nature gave you that works. They're not always even, but like I said, it's totally fine. All right, now I'm going to add a little bit of depth in that outer V area. I'm going to take this angled sort of packing brush and I'm going to dip it into this color here called Truffles. It's right next to Committed, and just work that into that little, I'm just staying right here in this outer V. I'm not moving it any further out. Just getting it in there. Now I'm going to add that same depth into the lower line here. I'm going to take this smaller packing brush and dip it into that same Truffles color. And this is going to go on the lower outer lash line. And then I'm going to go back into that blending brush and just blend out the Truffles into that Committed color. I like to use a really illuminated color in the inner eye area. Oh, I'm old school, you guys. I like to use a matte color up here. I'm pretty old school. So I like to take it into Bliss and just place that right under the brow bone. I'm gonna blend that in just a moment. Oh, I forgot to say I'm using the Morphe M224. It's a flat like shader brush, and then I'm going back into my Morphe blending brush. It doesn't have a number, just blending that out up there. Now I'm going to go into a 777 brush. This is just another packing brush, and I'm going to go into a lid color. I think today I'm going to use Queen Bee. Get that on my brush, and I'm just going to place that on this outer edge here, right up into the middle, like that. Okay, now I'm going to take the other side of this brush and I'm going to go into Tulle, or I think I'm going to go into Loyalty right here. From this inner part to the center where I left that other color, and just kind of marry the two. I like to use a darker one in the outer edge and use a lighter one in the inner. I'm going to take a little brush. It's a similar packing brush. This one is actually by Mark. It's called Flat Eyeliner, but I like to use it for the inner eye. And I'm going to go into Tulle right here. Actually, I think I'm going to go into Glass Slipper. It's this like blue color. I am wearing blue, so I'm going to use that color. And I'm taking it on one side of the brush and just going right into this inner portion. That was not helpful, I'm sorry. Okay, now I'm going to use Morphe, it doesn't have a number, brush. It's sort of like a dense packing brush for the lower line, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. So on one side, I'm going to take the Queen to Be color and go from the outer edge right up into the center. Then I'm going to take Loyalty on the other side of the brush, and I'm going to go from the center piece there to the middle. Then I just took that Glass Slipper in that inner lower bottom line as well. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put on some eyeliner. The eyeliner that I've really been liking is this one by Hard Candy. It's the Marilyn Monroe liquid eyeliner, and it actually is really good. So I'm just going to line my lids with it. For the lower line, I like to just go halfway. Eyelash curler, I don't know if pumping helps doing this, but I've always done it and I can't not do it. If you're interested in my little closet there, stay tuned. Next week, I'm going to share with you my closet as well as my little clothes rack. It's time to go ahead and add your mascara. So I bought this mascara at Walmart, and it's actually like one of their cheap brands. It's Equate Lash Extension Mascara. It looks like this. It works so well, and I only got it as part of like this set. Now I can't find it, go figure, but I've been using it and I really do like it. It's super lightweight, which is what I need because my lashes are very thin, and if I put any kind of heavier mascara, they kind of fall. Such a difference. I'm almost done with this mascara. I'm so sad. When I want to add a little bit more to it, like tonight, I'm going to use this CoverGirl Exhibitionist Uncensored Mascara. It's in extreme black. It's a little bit heavier, but once these are dried, I can just add it to the tips. And I really can pack on the lower lash mascara. Okay, moving on to the cheeks. I have one blush that I've been using a lot that I really like. I just got it actually, but before that I was using, I kind of stay in this brand for blush. It's the Wet n Wild. This one was the one that I was using before in Mellow Wine, but this is the one that I recently purchased and I really like it. It was like a Valentine's Day deal. It's the Love Collection. This is in pearlescent pink. It's got tiny little pearls. And the brush I used was Delium Tools 964. It's just a big fluffy brush. For the highlighter, I like using this one by Dose of Colors. It's the Katie, what is it? Desi X Katie edition in Fuego. It's really, really pretty. Oops. And oh, I got some on my hand. It looks like that. It's very, very pretty. Oh, and I'm using a Morphe. It's rubbed off, but it's just an angled brush. So that's it for the cheeks. I don't use any kind of contour or bronzer in the winter. For the lips, I'm going to use this Too Faced lipstick in Naked Dolly. This is one of my favorites in the winter. It's very hydrating and the color is super pretty. So that's it for my video. I hope that you enjoyed this kind of 3-part video all together because I didn't film earlier. I just ran out of time for this winter season, so I thought I'll put all 3 videos in one. Stay tuned for next Saturday where I'm putting 3 videos in one again, and then the next 4 videos are going to be 3 videos in one. Very condensed versions. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll talk to y'all very soon.